Hey everyone, I'm Tim. Welcome to the first episode of the Dashboard Dad channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to build an allowance calculator for your Skylight chore chart. We're going to be using an AI tool called Paper Crane, of which I'm the founder, and we're going to connect your Skylight Calendar to the AI so that it can build a dashboard based off of your unique allowance rules to calculate how much money your kids are going to earn this week. So first of all, for the uninitiated, a Skylight Calendar is a touchscreen that allows you to create chores so that your kids can go and mark off what they did every week. It's a pretty cool tool and I have a lot of fun with it, as do a lot of other families. I want to say first a big thank you to the mighty Bandito who actually went in and built a integration to Skylight. I looked at his open source repo and was able to use that to build the AI integration I'm about to show you. So here is the Paper Crane tool. I'm going to be logging in. And I'm just going to use my Gmail and log in. And so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to integrations, of which we've got a lot of different things that we can integrate with, but we're going to actually look at Skylight. So here to connect to Skylight, you're going to use your same username and password that you do to log in to their website. So mine's Tim. And then I'm going to say connect to Skylight. All right, now that we connected to our Skylight, I'm going to go over here to my workspace and I'm going to take a look at the chores my kids have been doing this week. So take a look at the chores my kids have done this week. We calculate allowance on Friday. The week goes Saturday to Friday. Sometimes if I don't tell it to calculate the weekend, it thinks that my kids don't have chores on the weekend, which they do, but fewer. All right, so it connected to the Skylight chore chart. It's calculating from Saturday to today, which is Thursday. All right, and so now we're calculating up to today how many chores they completed and didn't complete. All right, so I think what happened is last weekend we didn't get a lot done, and we had some family over this week, so they're pretty low percentages, but they're still going to get paid a little bit. So my wife has this system where we're going to calculate the allowance by if they complete per day, if they complete half their chores. My spelling has gotten so bad since using AI because it can fix that and understand anyway. If they complete half their chores each in the day, they get 50 cents. If they complete less, then they get 25 cents. If they complete none, they get 0. If they complete more than half, they get 75 cents. And if they complete all of their chores, they get $1 for that day. Can you create me a dashboard to see how they're tracking this week and how much they've earned payout on Friday. All right, so the AI has access to the chores now, and it will build the dashboard that's going to do this calculation and connect to your Skylight dashboard and show you day by day how your kids are tracking. All right, let's finish building. Pop it up here. Allowance tracker. So for Robbie, oh, that's my son. He didn't do any chores last week, but he did a few during the week. Violet's usually the best. So this Friday, it will show exactly how much each of them are going to get paid out. And there's lots of different things you can do. You can say, give me a button so that I can see each step, so I can click on each day and see the chores completed. And this is what you can do with the AI. You can ask it for different features to add in. Just ask it. It'll update it, and then it'll give you the ability to. It'll create the ability for you to do that. All right, I'll replace the click anywhere behavior. Okay. Just minimize that for a minute. Actually, one other thing I'm going to do while that's working, I'm going to say, can you add a week selector that shows this week based on a Saturday to Friday week, and where I can scroll back to previous weeks and see how much my kids have earned. Okay. All right, so this one is now done. Each day has a few. Oh, okay, got it. We just added this button here. No chores done there, but there were some chores done. Load the dishwasher. They did not. They haven't cleaned their room all week. I can attest to this. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, it looks like this one is working. Oh, previous week was spring break, so no chores were done. All right, so there's lots of different cool features you can add like that. I have a friend who even has a strike system, so as complicated and custom as your rules are, you can always update them. I even built a parent portal the other day to adjust how much they're paid for each of the chores. So lots of cool things you can do. If you go up here, you can always share the dashboard, public link, and so that your kids can also be looking at how they're tracking, so everyone can see the weekly amount that they're accruing so far. All right, appreciate your time. Hopefully this is helpful. Let me know in the comments.